for you to join me today on Tipsy Chef. This is my first video on my channel on YouTube. I'm so glad that you are here. So today I'm going to do some
neck bones.
Neck bones. I was going to say oxtail.
I know.
Neck bones and lima beans. So what we're going to have, I have a family pack of neck bones. I have my lima beans that have already been soaked overnight, ready to cook. I got some Grace. They don't pay me for any of that, but Grace all-purpose seasoning. I got some Grace cock seasoning. Cock. I got kosher salt, more kosher salt. I have a calabaza pumpkin that I'm going to put in there for a little bit of twist. And then I have some chopped up vegetables, green peppers, yellow peppers, red peppers, onions. There's some red onions in there. I buy this because I got this at the local farmer's market because it's cheaper to buy it already cut up as opposed to buying a whole green, yellow, all of that stuff. I got some ginger here. I have one whole habanero pepper. Got some garlic that I'm going to chop up. Some cilantro, thyme, and scallions. So what we're going to do is we're going to rinse our vegetables and prep that. I'm going to peel the ginger and chop that. I'm going to show you all this, but we're going to take a break. But I just want to let you know what's going on. And then we're going to wash while we're going to rinse the meat and purge the meat. Because a lot of meat, you know, you see the blood. And because this has a lot of bones, people say wash your meat and all of that. So we're going to rinse it and then we're going to purge it. I'm going to show you two ways that you can purge the meat. Purging the meat is getting this blood out, or as much blood out of the meat, and a lot of impurities in the bone. So we're going to do that with kosher salt, and then we're going to do it with boiling it. And you'll see a lot of impurities will come out before we just dump this in the pan and cook it and eat it. Okay? So I'm glad you guys are here. I'm so excited. I can't contain myself. I'm a little bit nervous too, but this is my first video. So please subscribe, share, and like. We'll be right back. Welcome back. As I said, I was going to prep our vegetables, and we're about to wash the vegetables. So I still got the green peppers, onions, yellow peppers, the thyme, the scallions. I peeled and sliced the pumpkin. I've already washed them. I'm going to show you how to cube this up. I've already started to peel our garlic. I'll show you that. This is almost all peeled here. And a simple way is just use a spoon and just scrape the skin away.
Oh.
You don't have to use a peeler. Just like that.
Right on.
I'm going to put this in here because I'm going to wash that as well. You know,
even with the skin off? Even with the skin off?
With the skin off, yeah. We're gonna rinse it, yeah. Because there may be some remnants of skin on there. So we're going to rinse that as well. And then I had chopped up my garlic. I'll show you how I did that. So when my garlic is chopped up here, you just, as we smashed it, I smashed it to take the cover off, and you just run your knife through it a few times. And there you go. You got nice chopped garlic. I think everybody knows that though, right? If not, you learned something today.
True.
Yes. Then I got my cilantro ready and my salad spinner. This is a great way to rinse your herbs like cilantro or parsley or anything like that. You get yourself a salad spinner. You can see this is not the most expensive salad spinner, but it does the job. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna wash and rinse that. So here we go to the sink. And I got my neck bones right here ready for me to rinse it. And then I'm going to, like I said, purge the impurities, the blood and all that stuff. So we go right over here to the sink. And then just
scrub it up,
yeah. And even my thyme. I mean, you rinse your thyme. Again, these are, you can get the best supermarket, but you don't know where it's coming from. We all know that, you know. If it's not grown in your garden, you want to rinse this. And you can look over here. You see how cloudy that water is?
Yeah.
That's just from rinsing it. I drained it out. As I said, my sink is clean because, you know, I spray that bleach in there. Look at that.
Ooh. Cloudy water.
Yeah. I'll rinse it again.
Make sure all the cloudiness is gone.
Yeah.
Wow.
Rinse it again. And you see it already is clearing up. With the sun in. And now you can see how much clearer that is from that one rinse. See that? Some people, I guess some people, I don't know. I don't do that. Some people take it right from the package and start cooking and all that. So just rinse it. Simple rinse. So put this over here. And rinse these again.
Look how clean that is. I've never seen anyone wash their thyme.
Really?
Really?
You know, I got to big up to watching YouTube. You know, but sometimes when you get it out of the package, you can see a little bit of, you know, residue on there. So I'm like, let me rinse this.
You have a great point.
Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
So we're gonna. I'm gonna use some of them whole, and then I'm gonna chop some of these up to put them in there. So of course we're gonna take the root ends off. You don't need that. And then, what's that? Half inch?
Yeah.
Yeah,
About an inch.
Half inch, yep. And put them in here. Any of these big pieces. You don't have to chop these really small because it's going to be cooking at least for an hour and they're going to break down. So, sometimes. So we just look through this.
What about the ginger?
Oh yeah, the ginger. Thank you. That's a year behind the camera.
Yeah.
That's my executive producer. You know, this channel wouldn't be possible if it wasn't. I had a team working behind me. It's been a long time coming, but finally had a team to help me out, and here I am. Here we are.
Here we are. Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go. So, yeah. So, like I said, you pull out the big pieces. You don't have to chop them too small. And this is the what do you say? This is the veggie aspect of the dish. You know what I mean? It's like, what's the vegetables? Well, this is, you got green peppers, you got onions, you got scallions, and then plus we got the lima beans. That's waiting to be cooked. Like, cook me, cook me. So, just waiting over there. Don't worry, I'm gonna get to you in a minute. I'm gonna get to you in a minute. But look at it. See, again, isn't that beautiful?
It really is.
It really is. That, you know, I bought and they already chopped it up. You just got to rinse it because you don't know where they chopped it up at. Just rinse it up. Slice it to the size that you need for your recipe, and you'll be good to go.
That's Food Giant, y'all.
Yep. Food Giant right down the street, right around the corner. Little Giant.
I'm sorry, I call it Food Giant. I don't know why.
So we got that. I'm gonna leave that here because
garnish.
No. When I purge the meat, when I bought it, I'm gonna put this in there for just a little flavor. So I got that, and again the pumpkin. I had de-seeded, peeled it, washed it, and now I'm just gonna cube it up again. You don't need tiny.
Cut that stuff up.
Yeah. And this is the twist. It's like pumpkin with oxtails.
Neck bones.
Neck bones. With neck bones, sorry. I've never tried this, but you know.
I know it's gonna work.
From my culinary background, I think this will definitely work. Especially with the flavors they're putting in there. And then we got the ginger. So what you want to do is
I've never seen this cut.
Slice one side, so this way it's flat. And then we're going to do gonna add a good flavor too. Little planks, like that. And then we do a little julienne.
Julienne.
Yeah. Put that in there because that's all gonna cook together. So we do that again.
Woo.
Put that in there.
I love watching you cook.
Thank you. You love watching me cook. You a vegan, so I mean, it'd be nice. You love watching me cook and eat, but I'll take the cooking part.
No, I love watching you cut.
Oh, cut. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I like that.
Right. And again, I didn't put it in small pieces because it's gonna cook for at least an hour, hour and a half.
Shrivel up.
Yeah, that'll exude all its flavor and soften up. And you get a little piece of ginger. Like if I was to eat this now, it'd be like kind of hot. So here we go. And then get some water.
That's how the salad spinner works, y'all.
Yep.
Fill it up.
Get some water in here. Push it around. Get all that sediment.
That's cold water?
Yep. And you can put some piece of ice in here too, because these leafy greens love ice water. And we're in Georgia. This is not ice water, but at least it's cold water. And I'm just trying to wash it to get the sediment out. And you dump it. Rinse it again.
Wow. Even at restaurants, they don't even show you this way. They tell you.
They may not do it this way.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
They
why
tell you just dump it in there.
Yeah, why don't you cook at home when you know? And it's not that hard.
It's not.
It's not that hard.
It's actually fun.
Yeah. It's not that hard. You get your family involved, you get your kids involved, everybody involved. You have a glass of wine, a beer or whatever, and you know, everybody is hanging out and chilling. They say now everybody wants an open concept home, and the kitchen is the heart of the home. They want everybody around. So why don't you cook? So we just spin this here. We're gonna dry it. Look at that. I think that thing cost me $5.
Look at all that extra water.
Yeah.
Dry water. Oh, and it smells good.
That's cilantro.
The cilantro and the ginger.
I was a big cilantro fan a long time ago, but I've learned to love cilantro. I think
good.
if you don't like cilantro, try it again.
That's exactly what you need to do.
Let's spin it one more time. Make sure it's dry. And there we go. That's ready to go.
Ready
That's
to
ready
go.
to go.
Ready to go.
And here we go. We go to the star of the show, the Neckbones.
Neck.
Yep. What we're gonna do once again with cold water. We're gonna rinse it.
So purge means to take out the impurities.
Yeah, we want to purge out the impurities and the blood. Again, see, look at this. Here we go again. Look at that. You see that? That's pretty much change that's going to happen once we purge it. But let's rinse it first. And you see already.
Cloudy water.
Yeah. Already we got that. You got to massage it. Got to get in there.
That's why it's important to wash your meat.
That's right. Look at that. It's already red.
Because we just want the meat, nothing else.
That's right. What's the flavor? I mean, and people talk about neck bones. Look at all this meat. You know, that's a lot of meat, right?
It really is.
The whole thing cost me $7.
That's actually surprising.
So, as long as you treat it properly, that's what I'm trying to show you right here. And then we got nice seasonings. All this stuff is going on with it. It's going to be delicious. Llama beans.
It's a party. In your mouth.
And once again, this is pure water. There's no vinegar. There's no lemon juice. There's none of that right here. rinsing it right now. Just rinsing it with cool water.
Ooh, look at that water.
And massaging it. Rinsing it with cool water. But we're going to do a 2-stage purging like I told you. We're going to do a rinse, and we're going to do a salt purge. Because you know salt has an inherent ability to draw out moisture, and it will draw out blood and impurities. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to boil it for 5 minutes. And then get rid of that water, and then we're going to cook it. So again, it's just painstaking. It didn't take that much time. See, it's getting a little bit clearer. Just a little bit. Not much, but just a little bit. But that's a lot of meat. A lot of bones. A lot of blood. Sorry, that's graphic. But that's the truth. When you want to eat animals, if you eat an animal. See, but it's clearer than the first time, right? At least a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll take one more time.
Your vegetable mixture smells really good.
Right.
Like the ginger and the cilantro. Calling my
Garlic
name.
and yeah.
Ooh, there is garlic over there.
Leave it alone, vegan.
Ah.
You won't fry up a vegetable stir fry or something. Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Ah.
See, look at that. Look. See?
Almost clear.
Look at that. And when we start it, and then we're going to touch it. We're going to make it.
Is this how you do your chitlins?
How do I? Oh, that's another show. But yeah, yep. Again, you got to purge your meat. Yeah. I put that out there. Nobody ever talk about purging meat, right? It's just, yeah.
I've never heard of
it. Purging meat. You can wash it, but look how clear that is now. Not just before.
I've heard of washing it, but I've never seen the next step.
It, but that's the exterior.
Yes.
You know, you get into the inner muscle and the blood and everything and blah blah.
What's really going on?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna wash my hands because I need to go over to the salt.
It's a vegan's dream right here. Add some rice. Oof.
Leave it alone. So now at this stage, don't worry about how much. This is what I use: Morton kosher salt, and I use this when I'm gonna do my big chicken and all that stuff. I use this to scrub my chicken down. This is like a scouring pad. It really is. On the outside of the chicken.
A tasty scouring pad.
Yeah, there we go. And when I say don't worry about how much salt, because it's gonna absorb a little bit, but it's not gonna absorb a lot. So just put a lot. When I say a lot, put a lot.
Remember, it's your scouring pad.
Yes. And then we're gonna scrub this. Now we're really cleaning this. Scrubbing it.
And it won't be salty.
Right. Nope. Unless you let it sit for a long time. I'm gonna scrub it like this. And I can see more. It turned red.
Yep, more stuff came out.
So we're gonna and we're gonna fill that up. So I think that's what, half a cup of salt.
Yeah.
And we're gonna fill that whole thing up, and just let the salt start to act on the impurities in the meat. You can already see some of those things that's floating.
That came out?
Yep, that's impurities right there.
Good.
And then we're going to turn this off, and then it's going to turn reddish. It's already doing that. So we just let it sit right here in the salty water.
Like 5-10 minutes?
Yeah, 15, yeah.
Okay.
Just don't let it sit too long because it will absorb the salt after time. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And then you're chopping in the meantime? Chopping vegetables in the meantime?
No. Be good with the vegetables.
Okay.
Then we're going to boil this. That's the second stage of the purging. We'll boil this for 5 minutes. And then we'll put the vegetables in the pot. Get them sauteed. So that's the next. We're going to, I'm going to put this in with that in the pot for 5 minutes.
To boil.
To get more impurities out.
Mm-hmm.
Drain it, rinse it. Then we're going to season it. Got my old, I told you about the all-purpose seasoning. I got some soy sauce, some liquid aminos that I'm stealing from Sierra. Yeah, then we're gonna saute this just a little bit, just to get the flavor out. I don't want to try to brown it or anything like that, just to
bring some flavor out.
Mm-hmm.
Right into the meat.
That's right. And we'll be right back.
All right.
Thank you, guys. At me. Why you go right into...
Shit is nasty.
Okay, thank you. Welcome back. So now we're going to go into, like I said, we were purging the meat. And as you can see, that, again, that color is red. That's from that blood and the impurities coming out. So this is the second stage of purging, right? So we're going to drain this. And we're going to rinse it again. Drain this. And we're going to rinse it one more time. And as we rinse it, I got my big pot here. This is the second stage of purging. So we're going to rinse that. Put it in the pot. Rinse it. Put it in the pot. See, look at it. See the color now? It's really light, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not as light as it's not as light as we want it right now because this is the next stage. We're gonna boil it. But look at that. From when we started. Ain't that amazing? Every time I do this, but I'm saying every time I do this, I get, it doesn't baffle me, but I mean, it baffles me when people talk about wash the meat and they do all of this. It's like, if you're not doing this,
it's not enough.
You're not doing it the right way.
Exactly.
I'll tell you right here. Look at that. Look at the water. You see a slight tinge of red, but look at that. Okay? Not like when we started. And this is what we call, that's what a lot of people want to call washing the meat. Here you go. But no, you want to rinse the meat and then purge it. And we're going to fill this up. Some cold water. You got to start with cold water. The other thing is that people want to put this on the stove and boil it and then drop the meat in the boiling water. What's going to happen is that blood and impurities is going to solidify. They're going to congeal. So you start at cool water, slowly come up to the boil, and let that whatever leftover blood and impurities in there leach out. Because we're going to boil this only for 5 minutes. Then we're going to drain it. We're going to rinse it again. And then we're ready to cook it.
All right.
Cover this with water, cool water. And even in this pot, you can see the water is not as murky looking. I was about to say dirty. Put it on the stove. Cover it up. 5 minutes.
5 minutes. We'll be back.
Welcome back. As I said, we were going to boil this. This is the second purge of the meat. So we boil this for 5 minutes. As you can see on the top, you got these little impurities that's come out. But because we did the first purge, there's not a lot of impurities right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to drain it, go over to the sink. Drain this in the sink. Give yourself a nice little facial. Put this pot back over here. Well, actually, no.
It does look cleaner.
It does, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to clean this out. Scrub this out a little bit. Because in here, what we're going to do is start our vegetables. You remember them green onions?
Mm-hmm.
And the red pepper, the yellow pepper, all of that, the garlic and the ginger.
This.
We're going to start to saute that and put that down in here. So, all of this residue, we're going to clean out. Simple wash.
Looks so much cleaner, y'all.
Yeah. Right, the meat, right? When we started, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't see all that blood and you don't see all that, yeah. So right now, that's ready to cook, but we're going to season it up. But first, let me clean this part out. Put it back on the stove. Gonna get my handy dandy. Then we're gonna put this in here. I forgot to tell you last time that remember how I kept those green onions whole? I put those in there and we can discard those. It doesn't add much flavor, but it adds a little bit of flavor.
So now they're useless?
Now they're useless, yeah. We got some fresh green onions over there. And now we see, look at that.
Dead.
Look at this. It's like, you ready to eat that right now? No, Sierra.
I don't want that.
No. So I'm going to grab
Maybe.
soy sauce from the fridge.
Soy sauce.
I'm going to grab some liquid amino from the pantry. I'm going to grab Grace all-purpose seasoning. And then we're going to use a tablespoon of each. A little bit of soy sauce. That can add flavor and color. Then we're going to shake this up a little bit. Sometimes you with the celery in there. We're going to add 2 of these, 2 tablespoons of liquid aminos. Now, liquid aminos, if you don't know, is like soy sauce, but it's soy sauce. What do you call that? Like electrified. But it has great flavor. And we're going to add 2 tablespoons of all-purpose seasoning. Open that around. Once again. And that's ready to go. We'll let that sit. The pot is on the stove. We're going to heat this up. And we're going to use a neutral oil. And here I have some vegetable oil. And we're just going to sweat the vegetables. We're not going to fry it or brown it. We're just going to sweat it. So there's water in there, so let the water dry out. As we have a sip of wine.
Tipsy Chef. I've heard that people put the oil on the vegetables and then cook it so they don't have to put the oil in the pot. Have you heard
but then you use a lot more oil
in there
to coat all of the vegetables with the oil, you know,
rather than putting it in the pot.
Right.
Gotcha.
If you got a good pot, this is actually a Dutchy pot, but this is also a Spanish pot that they cook like rice and beans and stuff in there. But if you get yourself a good pot and you season it well, there's always seasoning. It doesn't have to turn black or brown, you know what I mean, or whatever. So I have all sizes of it, as you know.
Right.
It's good for everything. So as the water dries up.
I've never seen this either.
Oh, see what?
I've never seen someone dry the pot before cooking. Maybe I'm just new, but I've never seen that.
Yeah, try the pot.
You're the first person I know to do that.
Hot pot, cold oil, stuff won't stick.
Hot pot, cold oil.
Stuff won't stick.
Learn something.
A lot of people want to put oil in the cold pot and heat it up and then put their meat or protein in there. And it's like, why is it sticking?
Oh.
You know, yeah. Hot pot, cold oil, stuff won't stick. So now we got it up. Nice and warm. Trying to get that till it shimmers.
So get the oil hot first.
Yeah.
I guess you can also call me the lazy impatient vegan.
We know you're impatient. I'm the Tipsy Chef, the vegan impatient chef.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. So I washed this, remember, and there's water in here, so it's gonna sizzle a lot, but that's okay. I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to brown it or fry it. I'm just trying to sweat it, trying to get some of the
flavor.
Yes.
Ooh, look how pretty it is.
How colorful, right?
Yes.
There we go. And just let that sit. Let the heat and the oil
come together.
Yeah. Beautiful. And then what we're going to do is put another tablespoon
on the veggies
of our great all-purpose seasoning on the vegetables. They say season every single step, right? So we'll season this, another tablespoon. And this right here is really not salty. It's really flavorful. A lot of spices and herbs and a whole bunch of stuff in here.
Yeah, I saw the ingredients. It's not a lot of nonsense in there.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's everything straightforward.
The camera. I put a little bit more than a tablespoon because it's so good. It really is good. And plus we're going to put beans in there. So. Alright, so we let this
sweat.
Yes. And then let's go over here. In a minute we're going to put some garlic in there. Because as you know, if you add it too early, it can burn or whatever. Burnt garlic tastes bitter. We're going to chop some of the cilantro that we washed and spun dry. So I'll take some cilantro. I'm going to chop it. And you can use the stems. Actually, cilantro stems has a ton of flavor as opposed to parsley stems. You know, they say you want to pick the leaves off the parsley and leave the stems behind because they don't have a lot of flavor. Parsley stem has a lot of flavor. So we're going to do a rough chop. And we're going to add that. All this is going to cook together. And we finally got to this point after purging the but that's necessary, right? I mean, you could have taken the meat from the package, put it, you know, and skipped all the steps that we did and put it in the pot. But, you know what I mean?
Now it's cleaner.
Yeah, this is the way to go. So we let this sit.
Let that sweat.
Let that sweat. And we're going to add the garlic, add the cilantro, add the pumpkin, and then with this, finally, I've been sitting here by myself.
Oh.
And we're just going to slit it. We're not going to chop it, we're going to slit it. Because then the juice is going to go in there, and then it's going to impart a lot of heat. Well, enough heat. I can add more habaneros, but habaneros are like very, very spicy.
So you don't need to slice it?
No, we don't need to chop it up.
What about the stem?
I just slit it. And once the juice goes in there and it starts to cook and everything, it'll be enough heat. If you want more heat, chop this thing up. If you want more, this heat's going to be enough. And we're talking about neck bones. Everybody's like, neck bones? Try this neck bone recipe. Try it. See? Bentley, that's my dog. Yeah, he can't wait. He can't wait. I know. It's coming soon.
That's right.
Yeah, give me a chance. It's cooking. So, we'll be back. Welcome back. As I said, we're going to saute those vegetables. If you look in our pot right here, we got them sauteing.
And they smell.
We got them sweated away. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go and add our pumpkin. This is the wash, peel, cubed pumpkin that we have. Going to add that in there. Stir that around.
So will that cook down immediately or?
No, because what we're going to do, once we add the meat, it's going to be at least an hour and a half. And
that'll just sweat with it.
Right. And then that's going to cook. So this is,
ooh.
Yeah, that's not done. But once we cook the meat in there, and we come over here, we got our clean, our rinse, purge meat. And as you can see from the beginning, when you go back in the video, this is different. There's a lot changed. But I season it too. So we're going to put that in there. When you have it. But I got more. And then we're going to nestle this in there. Put the seasoning. Put that in there. Yep.
Nestling it in there.
You don't want to let it go.
They want a little piece of it.
Yeah. Save a little piece for me. No worries. You get some later. So again, this is seasoning, purge, wash, purge, everything.
And no more liquid, right?
No more liquid right now.
And the vegetables will create
I may add like a cup of water.
But that's touch and go?
Yeah. Depending on, once I cover this, once I put everything in here and I cover it and I see what's happening, because those vegetables are still going to let some liquid out. The meat's still going to let some liquid out. And that's going to be great flavor. And the rest of the seasoning, just spread this around.
Get it all in there.
The last step for this is to put that cilantro. Remember I got that cilantro? Put a sprinkle this on top.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
Look at that pretty meat.
Put that on top. And we're going to turn the heat down. We don't need to cook it scorching hot.
So light.
Turn it down to medium low. We have put all of the ingredients in here. As you see, we got a rolling boil. We got our pumpkin. We got a neck bones, cilantro. All of our vegetables are in there. And now it's time to add our lima beans. These are the lima beans that we soaked overnight. So we're going to put that in there. We're not going to add any more water, not at this time. But as I said, we're going to season as we go. So remember this. Ta-da!
Cock.
Yep, the cock seasoning. So we're going to add the cock seasoning in here. We're going to sprinkle it on top. This cock seasoning has a little bit of noodles in there or whatever, but that's alright. It's not going to be like a chicken or a neck bone soup or whatever. Yeah, we want the seasoning. That's what we're going to add to that. We're going to leave that like that. Cover it up. The steam is going to come down and integrate everything. As I see now, we're going to add some water. got some seasonings tucked in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we just add a little bit of water. Switch it around. So we can get all of that goodness out of here.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah. And then we pour that on top. I got all of that. And still, if you see the liquid level, it's almost all the way to the top. So I don't need to add any more liquid. And that's
good.
flavor, because it's concentrated flavor from the vegetables and the neck bones. So we put the cover back on here. Again, still medium low. We need to turn it down a little bit. And then we'll finish that off like that. We're going to cook this for another, I'd say 45 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes. We'll check it periodically every 10 minutes or whatever. We may need to stir it. But if we need to stir it, we'll come back and we'll stir it. And yeah, but look at that. It doesn't look like much right now, but you already been through the process, so it's going to be delicious. Yeah, a bowl of that, ready to go. Nice tender meat. Got some beans, got some vegetables.
Smells good.
So we'll be back. As I said, we're going to have our meat stew. I put the lima beans in there.
Smells good.
Yeah, it's rolling boil right now. It's ready. So let's stir it. And just so you guys can see, look at this. These are neck bones, right? Delicious. A lot of flavor, vegetables and everything. Of course, I plated myself a plate so I can try it. So we put a little twist in there with the pumpkin that we put in there, and here we are. This is the plated dish right here. I got a glass of Chardonnay, and I'm gonna try. Got a piece. Look how tender. It's falling off the bone. Let's try this. The sweetness from this pumpkin right here, and the lima beans. I got some cilantro, the garlic, all of that.
It's good. Smells good.
Got some saltine crackers. You can dip in here, or you can crumble it on top. It's all good. Once again, I am so excited that you guys joined me today to try these neck bones, and try them, and make sure that you follow me on Instagram, on Facebook, and right here on YouTube. Thank you.